know, the Premier League now only allows for 3 substitutes to be made during a game. Previously, after the restart, they allowed 5 substitutions. Now, other leagues in Europe have allowed for 5 substitutions to be made during the game, but the Premier League have opted not to. Do you guys share your thoughts on that?
I guess it will be a bit lesser challenging if they have 5 subs, because they can, at the end of the day, they can, simply sub anyone they want to. If they, at the end of the day, like, there's no strategy in football game. Like if it's 3 subs, they really need to, strategize who they're gonna sub. Let's say if there's a keeper injured, then suddenly they have to sub out one player.
I think it's also a bit unfair for the smaller teams who have a smaller budget. Like for example, like Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Spurs, and United, they have bigger squads. So what happens is that they got more quality players to sub on, whereas like the Burnleys of the world, the Brightons of the world, I don't think they have the depth that Liverpool have. Like Liverpool can bring on Diego Jota for £45 million off the bench, to replace Salah, Mane, or Firmino. And then let's say, for example, Burnley, they have Chris Wood up front. I don't think they've got many, equivalent players to bring on. So I don't think 5 substitutes will do them very well. But I mean, right now with all the injuries and everything, I think they definitely have to consider it. But I mean, like in England, everything's pretty much consensus and everything. You got to take it to a vote.
Yeah.
All that, it might take a while.
The thing is that they did vote, and it needed 14 teams to agree on this ruling, and they went for it twice, and both times they voted against.
Yeah.
And now they're thinking teams like Liverpool and Manchester City, who's got a lot of muscle injuries throughout the beginning of the season, and now they're voting for they're thinking to get it revoted again.
I'm actually okay if the league just postpones for like 6 months and everything, like, takes a break and everything, because I want Virgil van Dijk to come back in time for the challenge and everything. I mean, this is me. Joe Gomez out for the season as well, so we're gonna depend on Matip and Fabinho. I'll be okay if the league takes a break. Right now.
I can't say if there is any teams that would disagree with the 5 substitute implementation, especially for this year, with all the pandemics going on.
True.
A lot of players will be deemed unfit.
Like Mo Salah, man, he was like partying with his brother in Egypt, and then now he's got COVID, and now
Exactly. But as long as they don't try and change too much, to the point that they will take the excitement out of the game, especially in the Premier League.
Yeah. Because imagine like 90th minute, and they're making like 3 substitutions one after another, just to waste time.
Exactly.
It's gonna be quite annoying. You can see Mourinho doing that. You can totally see Mourinho doing that.
But injuries are part of the game.
But the 5 substitutions rule is that even though you can sub 5 players, you can only do it 3 times. So you can't sub 5 players at 5 different times. So you've only got 3 opportunities to sub.
I didn't know that. Okay.
And,
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that as well.
Initially, I was actually a big fan of the 5 substitutions rule. But later I seem to understand the bigger teams, they seem to have an advantage over the small teams also because of in terms of quality.
Yeah, exactly.
Small teams don't have the same quality that the big teams.
Correct, but that being said, you can also argue that the small teams have a lesser schedule compared to the bigger teams because the bigger teams play in Europe.
They do. Yeah. But then the bigger teams also get paid to be playing in Europe.
That's why they can afford the salaries of the better players.
There was an argument to think that during Leicester, when Leicester won the Premier League, they didn't have the distractions of Europe.
That was a glorious season. I enjoyed it.
And also Chelsea, the season before they finished 10th, and then that was under Mourinho. And then Conte came in without the distractions of Europe.
That was a good season.
Yeah.
Diego Costa, the menace.
And the maniac, actually.
I guess. But that being said, Virgil van Dijk got injured in the 10th minute, so I don't think a substitution would have helped. But I'm still gonna cry about that every day.
Are we gonna talk about Pickford?
Jordan Pickford, he needs to go to jail.
Rice Williams.
Rice Williams.
Wait a minute.
Before we go any further, I just want to clarify and let you all know that we have fans of 4 different Premier League teams here. I myself is an Arsenal fan, Manchester United fan, Liverpool fan.
Campeones.
Which one of you guessed it right, please comment on the section below and guess it right. Whoever gets it right, just I don't know.
I don't
No,
know.
I'll never guess it, man.
We will mention you.
Yeah, it's a famous club with a big fan base. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all I'll give
Yeah.
you. Famous club with big fan base, and
With the legend.
multiple legends.
Yeah, we
Not Titus Bramble, but
titles. Oh. Or I guess they pretty much guessed
hey
it,
man,
right?
Titus Bramble for many things, bro.
Alright,
He's done
okay,
many things.
true.
He's done many things.
So moving on, so we know that the 3 substitutions is playing, making a difference in the Premier League, as we see teams like Southampton, Aston Villa, Leicester, they're scaling up the table. Do you think the substitutions, Zai, do you think the substitutions play a role in why the table is such?
Oh yes, if you have looked into all those results earlier on, so many players have made a big impact coming off from the bench.
Yeah.
True that.
So you cannot disagree, or you cannot agree more that with this option that the Premier League has given all the teams to perhaps show more potential of those who is eagerly waiting for their opportunity
That's true.
to be playing in the first 11 coming into the next set of fixtures.
That's true. Because there are so many quality players that never really get on in the game because it's only limited to 3 subs.
Exactly.
Yeah, so they usually have to just stay on the bench and see what you mean.
What's happening to Van der Beek now? Okay,
Yeah,
anyways,
that's
so-
true. Van der Beek.
Anyways,
Donny Van der Beek.
yeah.
You look at teams like again Southampton, the Evertons, the Aston Villa. Everton started the season off so very well. I think the influence of James Rodriguez definitely played a significant role into that. Why do you think they're suddenly, not performing as they were at the beginning of the season? Was the sale of Theo Walcott the good luck charm of the team? Because the moment he left, and then he went to Southampton, and then Southampton suddenly starting to win, and
We will talk about the league.
No, I think
For
there
one day.
were.
they did.
They
topped the
did.
table.
They for one day.
But I think it also was Richarlison's
Red card.
He
Yeah.
had a 3-match subsequent ban,
Yeah.
and also James also was injured for a while.
Hamas
So it
was
was a bit.
that's
So the replacements I think was Sigurdsson, I think,
Sigurdsson,
and
yeah.
he was not as balanced.
And
I feel.
Iwobi.
Yeah, he will be. He's not
Iwobi.
obviously. Come on, he's not that good a player
Yeah.
as Richarlison.
But I guess Dominic Calvert-Lewin has been the most consistent.
Yeah,
player.
Mr. FPL guy.
Yeah.
Mr. FPL leader.
Which he gave me a lot of points, by the way. But
Yeah, FPL leader.
I guess he has been the biggest impact in Everton.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
This, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He left Everton as a young boy, and then he
Yeah.
just.
Yeah.
I don't know much of the history. Like, whoops.
I really love.
Now he's in Everton, so
yeah, he's back in Everton.
yeah.
I really love Everton's midfield 3 of Doucouré, Andre Gomez, and Alan. Alan, the Napoli, the linchpin, the Brazilian. I think he allows everybody to get into their positions, and then there's James also pulling the strings. I think it's a very well balanced team. And I'm a Liverpool fan, so I praise. I don't like
Do
to
you think
praise
it's
them.
Ancelotti's?
How did you feel
Yeah.
about that game? Liverpool was supposed to.
Aston Villa 7-2.
No.
Let's
Everton-
Oh, the Everton game. Oh my God.
Oh wait, can we talk about the 7-2?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about Aston Villa.
Right. We'll talk about that.
Okay,
I'm
fine.
just joking.
But anyway, we gotta talk about Aston Villa because
Yeah.
are they performing this season? Like
Sure.
they finished 17th last
Yeah.
season. They
Yeah.
barely made it.
So
Yeah.
they were battling relegation.
They barely scraped relegation.
Correct.
So now they're just they're racking up wins. They've only got 2 losses.
Yeah.
They've got 5 wins.
Yeah.
Is it down, Ling? Do you think it's down to the signing of Emiliano Martinez from Arsenal?
Yeah, I mean he has
Unbiased point of view.
unbiased. One player that stands out really for me from Aston Villa is Jack Grealish. I really think he makes the team. really well. I mean,
no, but he was there last season as well, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, this season, you look at
he took it to another level.
Took it to another level.
Yeah,
I mean,
fair enough.
Jack Grealish last season and this season is like
Yeah.
you're seeing two different
It's
people.
like Iniesta mix of, you know,
Yeah,
Iniesta
it's
and,
two different
yeah,
people.
I
And
absolutely love it.
if you guys watched the international game in England, he was really outstanding.
He
was
he
really
was,
good.
he
Yeah.
was,
Excellent.
against Belgium. Actually,
Belgium, yeah.
They
Although
lost
they lost 2-0, yeah, but he was.
still ran the show.
He still ran the show.
He
Yeah.
still ran the show.
He still ran the show.
But you know who I actually am very impressed with in Aston Villa? I actually like the midfield combo of McGinn and Douglas Luiz.
Douglas Luiz, yeah.
These two, I think it's like a very good combination. It's like the Scottish.
But he used to play for Man City, right?
He actually has a buyback clause.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah,
He
so
has.
he actually can be bought back by
Yeah.
Man City to
Yeah.
replace Fernandinho if they want to. But anyway, I think these two allow Barkley and Grealish to do what they want. But I think these two are very good.
And not to mention they've now got Ollie Watkins.
Ollie Watkins.
20
£20 million, 28 million
Yeah,
pounds.
they signed from Brentford.
Brentford.
He was actually the top scorer in the championship.
Yeah. And he scored 3 goals against Liverpool, and
and he scored
it broke my heart.
2 goals against Arsenal.
Oh,
yeah.
He's an Arsenal boy.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's
Arsenal.
Arsenal boy.
Oh, goodness.
Right.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Oh man, I think it's definitely
Everybody
a thing
knows
to watch.
that Aston Villa should have been relegated last year.
True.
Yeah.
Especially if
Yeah.
not for VAR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Disallowed goal.
Yes,
Crystal
yes.
Palace.
Yeah.
Huh, I forgot about that.
I actually
completely
forgot about that.
Yeah.
We're talking about last season, yes.
Or
Yeah.
it's actually giving teams such as Aston Villa,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
the chance to actually prove themselves that they are Premier League
Yeah.
material.
And they are, man. They really are
Yeah.
this season.
Because there's a lot of controversy surrounding VAR, and I think
Yeah.
this needs to be looked into.
Yes.
And I guess we should come back and talk about VAR again. I think that's definitely one
Yeah,
of
the biggest highlight is the tackle on Virgil van Dijk by Jordan Pickford. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Yeah,
really,
that was fucking assault, mate.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
assault. I don't
no.
understand how. I
it
don't
was
understand.
offside.
It's like I'm gonna stab someone on the street, and then if
It was offside. I understand, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, if I was gonna stab someone on the street, and then if what's the guy Coote, David Coote, is it
Yeah.
threw me offside, I can just let the guy die and I walk away. You know, it's not a problem. I don't understand why Pickford is playing every game.
He did the same thing with Maguire, by the way.
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
he didn't get punished as well. You guys
Yeah.
remember that? Yeah.
But Virgil
Almost
van
took out his
Dijk.
stomach.
Yeah.
But yeah, Van Dijk was.
Virgil van Dijk is a
even
sexy
worse.
man. You know, he should be playing every week. It's a benefit to the EPL.
Well, they've got Gomez out now.
He's
And
out as well.
Van Dijk
There's
out.
Fabinho and Matip who are injury prone. You know, so I'm just
Trent's out.
Trends out. And Robo is like 60-40 right now. He's not confirmed. So I think
But
Milner's
they've
gonna
got this
come in.
Phillips guy.
Yeah, but he's not the best. He's like Igor Biscan reincarnated. In my opinion, I watched him play the other day. He's a little bit slow. I feel. But I mean, if Henderson is there to cover him, I think he should be alright.
Speaking of Phillips, there's this Calvin Phillips that plays for Leeds.
Calvin.
and
Oh,
he's an
good player.
outstanding
Yeah.
Good player. Good player.
I think
No,
he makes them tick.
Dude, I love Leeds United. I
Leeds
absolutely
is
love them.
oh man, surprise of the century.
Yeah.
Would you say? I don't know, but
Welcome back, Leeds United.
Welcome back.
welcome back, man.
Since 2005, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Alan Smith cried and
in
went down.
the Premier League.
Alan Smith.
And-
But
Alan Smith.
are they overhyped though? Is Leeds United considered to be an overhyped team? Is it because what do you think, Zai? Is Leeds United overhyped? Like just because Bielsa playing Bielsa ball, but they're not really consistent at the
I
moment.
think everybody was glued in front of their TV when they first played Liverpool. Their
Yeah.
first ever game in the Premier League since
I was
2005.
so excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we were very impressed. They were tactically very disciplined. So we got to finally see BSL's ball, right? But maybe there is some truth to Leeds being overhyped. If you're looking back at how they were playing against Aston Villa,
Yeah,
they
right.
were
Yeah.
a major disappointment.
Major
Yeah.
disappointment.
They weren't working as a unit,
Yeah. Yeah.
from defense to attack. Bamford was all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't pressure them so much,
Yeah.
and this is actually the time for them to really gel before the fans starts flocking in back to
Yeah.
the stadium, because that's when most players will get cold feet,
Yeah.
all that. So, but let's just try and enjoy Leeds as much as we can. Because for me, in my opinion, I actually have Leeds in my relegation list for this
No way! I was just going to ask you where you think they're going to finish this season.
Exactly. I think they will go down if they keep performing.
Because they're inconsistent.
Very inconsistent.
They are inconsistent, but they're at least raking up some points in the league.
Yeah.
Fulham, who just got their first win.
I feel bad for Scott Parker though. I really feel bad. I love the guy. I honestly don't think he deserves it.
Sheffield United.
I don't mind if they go down. They can go down. I got no problem with that.
You talk about Sheffield, right?
Yeah.
It's like how we spoke about Aston Villa last season, how they finished, and
Yeah.
where was Sheffield last season.
Yeah.
And look at
It's
where
like they
Sheffield
swap.
this season, right?
It's like they
exactly,
swap.
they swap.
Like they swap.
I'm really surprised with Sheffield this season, man. Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Like proper
Roy
rivalries.
Keane
What do you
versus
think?
Patrick Vieira.
Mate.
Oh,
don't
man.
get me
Oh,
started
I
on that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll
like-
see you out there,
Yeah.
mate. Oh.
Have you seen the clip?
Yeah. I'll see you out there.
Yeah, in the tunnel.
Yeah,
The tunnel bus stop. Oh,
They
man.
spat the
I'll
water
see you
there.
out there.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Dude, I
So
got
that's what you call rivalries. I
And
mean,
Munia was just standing there.
yeah.
My days. What's going on there?
You remember when Roy Keane wanted to fight Alan Shearer as well?
Yeah.
And then things like Neville had to hold him back,
Yeah.
and he's like completely losing
And
it. And
remember-
Alan Shearer's like, what's your fucking problem?
Yeah.
Alan Shearer's not scared.
Roy Keane and Vieira tunnel.
Yeah, the
That
tunnel.
is-
Yeah.
We don't get that anymore.
No,
Yeah.
no
I mean,
way.
how about the one
Yeah,
when Nistelrooy missed the penalty?
Yeah, that one. I think he owed it.
Yeah.
He just waxed in his
That
head,
was
man.
Lilian Thuram?
Thuram.
Yeah.
So that's proper rivalry. I mean,
Dude, that was an
look
awesome
at
game.
our Man United Arsenal game
Oh,
we played
I
last
missed
time.
those times.
They even had a pizza gate. Says Fabregas to Alex Ferguson.
Checks
And
Fabregas.
then they take it personal
Yeah.
after the game. But
Yeah.
now
It meant so
they,
much.
they will exchange jerseys.
Yeah.
As I was
At
saying,
halftime.
As I was saying,
Yeah.
our Man United
Yeah.
and Arsenal game.
Yeah.
What was their rivalry? Was their passion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Henri's goal against Bartes, dude.
Oh! Like, to be made that it's for the kids. It's
Yeah.
much better. It's, footballers are role models.
No man,
To
dude.
children.
I miss those days. I really miss those.
I miss Keane.
I miss Thierry Henry running against Spurs and then scoring a
Yeah.
second
Yeah.
goal. Oh, but
Yeah.
I was not
Say
an
what
Arsenal
you
fan.
want. That is immortalized already
Goal
at
of
the
the,
Emirates.
goal of the decade.
We have 5 minutes.